Yeah.
So now we are going to move on to our last segment of today. We're talking about all-star snubs. In my opinion, the biggest snub this year by far is Jarrett Allen. I thought, really deserved to be there. The Cavaliers, they have the all-star game in their stadium this year. They are one of the top teams in the East. Jarrett Allen has improved his scoring this year, and he's just an absolute lethal alley-oop threat with Darius Garland, who also is an all-star game. So, I think it only makes sense to have them both there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Both of them are deserving of an all-star team. I didn't have DeJounte on one of my all-star teams, but I said before he certainly could have made it. I had Lillard instead of him, and he's basically the only one that didn't make one.
It's going to be hard for Lillard to make it as a replacement now.
Well, I mean, no, Lillard's injured. He's probably out for the year. That's why when I made the list, I didn't know he was going to be out for the year. Same thing in regards to Bradley Beal. He's probably out for the year. Didn't make an all-star team. I get it.
Right.
Why didn't was Paul George named at least an all-star?
I don't think so.
Just missed too much time. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, he's been out for a bit now.
Yeah, that's a lot of the cases this year. It's just guys that would normally make it didn't make it because of injuries.
Yeah. Well, they're getting older. I mean, this is how it goes. You can't rely on their bodies to stay up throughout the whole season. So, young guys, they get their opportunity. John Morant's in the game this year. DeJounte Murray gets his first nod. To be honest, I don't think there's a lot of snubs. Jarrett Allen is a big one. Chris Middleton makes the game, which a lot of people are they don't think he should have made it because he missed a lot of games already this year.
Not enough. He's still gonna play, and he's gonna be there for that.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he deserves it, but I get why people are upset about that one.
Yeah,
but the only guy I'd maybe put over him is Jarrett Allen. But did Siakam not make the game either? Because I would say he would also be a guy who got snubbed.
Yeah, Siakam was snubbed, but at the same time, you got to look at the Raptors' record, and Van Vliet made it over Siakam. Siakam missed time. They picked one. They knew the Raptors were going to get an all-star. I'm fine with it. I'm like, okay, yeah, he missed enough
there's
time.
limited spots. You want to give recognition, across to different teams if you can, for sure.
Yeah, I think it was a little weird. Okay, so where am I getting at? Yeah, who's a better player? I think Jaylen Brown is certainly a better player than Allen. Same thing. The record didn't justify having two all-stars in the game. Jaylen Brown is a huge snub because I think he's better than a lot of the players that are. I think he's better than Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton made the game. Jaylen Brown didn't, but that's the fault of the game. I think Anthony Edwards is better than DeJounte Murray already, but Anthony Edwards didn't make it. And Andrew Wiggins, and they didn't make it. I think if Wiggins wasn't named starter, I think people like Davis probably would have made it in. Ayton would have made it in, maybe, or Edwards. One of those three would have made it in if Wiggins. I don't think if Wiggins wasn't voted in as a starter, he wouldn't have been
he would not
all-star.
have been an all-star. Yeah,
shouldn't have been.
The only reason he's in is because of Korean pop stars and Golden State just fuckboy fanboys. So
yeah, and Sabonis didn't make an all-star team. The Pacers have been in limbo. It's whatever. He'll make one next year as a King. I think that's fair to say. I mean, him or Fox will make an all-star team. I'd like to see Fox make an all-star team. He's a really nice player. He's in a lull. I get people are like, oh, he's not the better point guard. He is the better point guard right now than Halliburton. He's producing more, maybe not as good of a playmaker. They didn't play well next to each other.
Clearly, having Halliburton on the team pushed Fox down. And now with him off the team, you're probably going to see a better Fox. Mm-hmm. So that's
and all that uncertainty. It's hard to play when everyone's like trade him, and you're the player and it's your own fan base saying trade him. It's hard. It's hard to get into that killer mindset that he has been in for years. Been 26 points per game last season. Come on, he clearly is good. I don't know. Some fan bases are a little sketchy about that.
Well, people get impatient. I mean, if you were a Kings fan, you would probably feel the same way.
Yeah. It's a tense
You
situation
literally
there.
wouldn't have seen them make the playoffs your entire life of
Yeah.
watching basketball consciously.
If the Timberwolves were bad this season, then I'm sure you would be in the same position.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
Like
the
where
same
you'd
thing.
be
I'm a
questioning
Timberwolves
about
fan.
Cat,
Like, it's being a
D'Lo.
Timberwolves fan is very similar to being a Kings fan.
Yeah, we feel you, man. We feel you guys. But don't worry, you're on the up. Just a few more
Yeah.
trades away, and you'll be in the playoffs.
Well, hopefully, I think they probably have a draft pick this year. Hopefully, they draft a good guy there. And Davion Mitchell, if he can
Yeah,
develop a little bit, I think that would be big for them.
yeah. I mean, he's 16 points per game in the last 15 days. He's killing it. He's great, and I was really hoping the Magic would get him. And I mean, they got Franz Wagner, who's better. But Kings got a steal there. I really hope they run a lineup like, I don't know, Fox. I'd like to see Mitchell in that starting lineup plus Sabonis. Barnes didn't get dealt, so he's staying. Rashad Holmes is there. I'd like to see them get a better center. I don't know who. Got to give him this time to sizzle. Maybe we'll talk about off-season trades way too soon, like in the coming weeks. But we're gonna give trades a break. We've dealt with a lot today. It's been a big day
No
for
more
us.
trades. We're done
Not for
with
Timberwolves
trades
fans,
for the rest of the season.
For the rest of this, yeah.
Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe this video if you loved it, and give us a hateful comment if you did not like it, since they got rid of the dislike feature on YouTube.